Here we go.
Michigan band on the field. Plenty of maize and blue in the dome. First time in a generation they've been here. That's flexibility, fellas. Wow. There's some Virginia Tech faithful who have made it here, but it's unusual, frankly, to see this many empty seats in a Sugar Bowl game. No SEC team here. There won't be a square inch of space when they take part on Monday night. Are you guys just giggling over there?
No, he's doing the limbo. That was impressive. That was impressive.
I want to pull all types of muscles doing that.
All right, let's refocus on the football game here. Make the pick in this game, Desmond, from the head and the heart today.
Always from the head and the heart. I think that, going to this game, I was really concerned with Logan Thomas and David Wilson until I saw them play in the ACC championship game. I was really surprised that they didn't play as spirited as I thought they would. So I think that Michigan, they have a lot of confidence in their defense stopping the run. They have to stop David Wilson. If they can do that, I think they'll win this game. So I think Michigan will win a close one.
And I think Virginia Tech has a really good shot to win this game because, to me, it's about the quarterback that makes the fewest mistakes and bringing both of these quarterbacks to the ground. So when I look at when I look at this offense with David Wilson, there's going to be more help from the running back spot. I think Logan Thomas, with all this time to prepare, he's going to have a big game. I think Virginia Tech finally is going to win a BCS bowl.
Yeah, I was one of the first ones to say Virginia Tech didn't deserve to be in a BCS bowl game. I also think they're going to use that to play inspired enough defensively to be able to avenge their ACC championship loss. I think they play great football tonight on defense, get the ball back to Logan Thomas, and I think they win. And if you're going to watch a guy, it's Eddie Whitley, the safety. He's going to be very active along with Kyle Fuller in stopping Michigan's offense, getting the ball back to Virginia Tech, and I think Virginia Tech gets it done.
It was a classic BCS doubleheader with the Rose and the Fiesta Bowl yesterday. Maybe not quite as high scoring, but we hope it'll live up to that. Todd Rab will have the call for you. We'll be back here at halftime, and of course plenty of post-game coverage, but the game is next here in New Orleans.
Welcome to the Nissan pregame shift. Nissan.
Some speculation he might go to the NFL. He only had 32 yards his last time out against Clemson. I know he's motivated to play well tonight.
I said to him, you're only 29 yards away from the single-season rushing mark. Do you know that? And he said, maybe I'll get that on the first carry. For Michigan, after a 7-6 campaign last year, how proud must they be? Here come the Wolverines in a BCS game for the first time in 5 years. And the Hokies of Virginia Tech for the first time this year, 2 ACC teams in BCS games. Clemson's got their date tomorrow night. The Hokies have their date at hand tonight. Robinson got away from it, throws and caught, and it's a touchdown. Junior Hemingway. And all of a sudden, 3rd and long for Michigan, much like Virginia Tech. Comes up with a big play, 45-yard touchdown.
Virginia Tech was trying to call timeout because of the formation. Robinson buys a little time and, quite frankly, just threw this one up. Eddie Whitley went for the interception, number 15, and missed, and the result was a touchdown. Probably not the greatest decision from Denard.
Well, Michigan was in a 6-0 hole until Denard Robinson found Junior Hemingway with 49 seconds to play in this first half. After the fumble on the kickoff return, Wolverines tack on 3 more. Welcome, Chris Fowler, Desmond Howard, and Kirk Herbstreit. Weird first half. Hokies dominant on both sides of the ball, especially on the edges of the field. Michigan's offense could do nothing, but that goal line stand turned it around.
Chris, if I'm Virginia Tech coming in the second half, 2 out of 3 downs, I'm throwing the ball because Michigan's passing defense has proven to us they cannot stop the Hokies passing game. And when they do gain yards on Michigan's rush defense, it's on the edges. I tell you, The Hokies wide receivers are doing an excellent job, a tremendous job of blocking Michigan's corners. They cannot get off the blocks, and that's where they're making most of their yards. Michigan had a lot of confidence in this game, thinking they could stop the running attack, and they stopped it in between the tackles. But once they get out there on those edges, they can get 10, 15 yards of crack, Kirk.
If you're Virginia Tech, and Chris, you're right, maybe a turning point emotionally in this stadium was that red zone stop. You know, Virginia Tech had their chances 3 times in the red zone, 6 points. Unable to capitalize, unable to get touchdowns. And the kicking issue that we thought before the game, that's the only thing that's gotten Virginia Tech on the board. But Des is right. Virginia Tech has the ability to get to the edge with David
Wilson.
David Wilson. But the play-action pass, I think, could be the difference in a game.
Definitely.
Getting the ball thrown downfield against that Michigan secondary could be a difference.
It's gone 70 minutes now in BCS bowl games without a touchdown for the Hokies. They're in a 4-point hole here, despite dominating the stats. We'll shift the focus to the Tide and the Tigers, who collide here Monday night. We come back to the Buick Halftime Report.
You get a mental block on Dave. This halftime report is presented by Buick. See real stories of human achievement on the Buick Human Highlight Reel at ncaa.com/Buick.
A home game for them. I don't think they're going to start off slow. I just want to see how they're going to use Jordan Jefferson and what adjustments has been made on the side of Alabama's defense to prepare for Jordan Jefferson. Don't forget, when they played LSU in Tuscaloosa, Jordan Jefferson wasn't the starter, but he came in and he was very effective. Now, I know that Nick Saban and Kirby Smart, they've been working endless hours.
What a turnaround. Much like so well said, Dr. John. I think I could use a doctor when this one's over, whether it's John or my own private physician. End of 3 quarters, heading to the 4th, 17-9. With Todd Blackledge and Holly Rowe. Game coverage over on ESPNU as well. For Todd Blackledge, Holly Rowe, and our entire ESPN crew, Brad Nessler, so long from New Orleans.
And early, with all the buildup and all the hype, as the game went on, what was your message to your team about perseverance and just kind of keep fighting the good fight?
Well, we knew that they were going to make some plays. You know,
Brady Hoke, he told me he does expect Denard Robinson back next year, so something to build on for even bigger things ahead for Michigan, perhaps.